Today we're getting a major update in Counter-Strike 2, and no, this is not an April Fool's joke. There are 3 new skin collections in the weekly drop, the removal of old collections, a new case with skins for knives, a new skin collection titled Train 2025, and a new limited item in the Armory Pass. The developers have oddly decided to use the XM shotgun for the limited item, although last time we received the limited edition Desert Eagle. Even though the XM might not seem worth buying at first, it likely has its own unique features. It turns out the XM has a unique pattern that changes every time, not just a superficial skin. As I mentioned, 3 new collections have been added to the weekly drop. One has a purple theme, another is green, and the third features an orange-red color scheme. Some collections have been removed from the weekly drop as well, namely Bank, Italy Lake, and the original Train skin collection. The Armory Pass now also has a new case, which of course we can only get by using stars from the Armory Pass. We'll likely dive deeper into the skins in a future video, but today let's focus more on the map changes, as they're also really important. The most notable change on the Inferno map is that the banana area has been widened. You might not notice it at first, but it's very apparent when you compare the map before and after the expansion, as shown by Tower. Take a look at the before and after shots of the banana area. My first thought was that it could create problems with Molotovs. As you know, Molotovs from the CT side have had their burn radius reduced compared to those from the T side for a while now. Even with the banana area expanded, this isn't exactly a huge issue. However, there are still positions where you can throw a Molotov and enemies won't burn. Aside from the wider banana, some props have been removed from the area, like flower pots, with one being relocated to the top. Also, the background behind the T-ramp has been improved, which should make it easier for AWP players on mid to spot enemies. The background in pit has also been improved. I don't remember exactly how it looked before, but it seems like there wasn't this new wall painting. Additionally, the background on the B side has been simplified, particularly the red wall, and unnecessary props have been removed from the B side. One small change is that a pixel gap has been closed at a certain position and climbing to the balcony has been made easier. Now you can get on it with just a simple jump and a very short run-up. The climb inside the archway has also been removed, and that's all for Inferno. Moving on to the Train map, the first change is that you no longer see the shadows of players running past inside a corridor through the window. Also, various holes in the world have been fixed. Some changes seem somewhat pointless, like the fence that used to be here. Instead of a grid, there's now a yellow texture, likely to improve visibility of enemies. This transparent grid that remained in another spot was inexplicably replaced with an opaque one. On the A side, the rails from the crane have been shortened, which makes throwing grenades easier, and there are some other minor changes to Train that don't really affect gameplay. Thor also reports on changes after today's update, such as no longer being able to report enemies for griefing, which makes sense. However, you can still report your teammates for griefing, which seems fair. Now a bit about bugs. The CS2 news account reported a bug where a floating texture which had collision could be jumped on, specifically the door number texture. It seems that after the update, a fix was released the next morning to address this issue, but it wasn't mentioned in the patch notes. Some players also encountered a spawn bug in the wingman mode, where players would spawn inside each other. Personally, I ran into a bug after changing my resolution, which made the screen completely blurry, and you could still load the map and play, but you couldn't see anything. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching until the end. This was Reveal. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next damn video.